Hello, today we're going to speak a little bit more about ceasing your tax residency status in South Africa. So you've moved from South Africa or you're intending to move from South Africa. There's one item left on your to-do list. You have to inform SARS of the change in your tax residency status. In South Africa, you can either be regarded as a tax resident and be subject to tax on your worldwide income, or you can be regarded as a non-tax resident and only be subject to tax in South Africa on your South African sourced income. To be regarded as a resident in South Africa, you would have had to trigger residency status by way of one of the following two tests. Either the ordinarily residence test, which would mean that you would have seen South Africa as your real home and the place that you would return to after your wanderings. Alternately, that you could have triggered tax residency in South Africa by way of the physical presence test, that is a day's present test that runs over a period of 6 years. If you're regarded as being tax resident, you would be subject to a deemed exit charge on your immigration from South Africa, which would mean you would trigger a deemed disposal of all of your assets on the day immediately prior to you ceasing being tax resident. Such gain would then be included in your taxable income. So what is the best way for you to actually cease your tax residency? The best way, or the easiest option certainly, is by ceasing by way of a double taxation agreement that South Africa and the jurisdiction that you're residing in has in force. In a double taxation agreement, there are numerous tiebreaker clauses that would determine which country you would tiebreak to. There they look at factors like, where is your real home, or where do you have a permanent home available to you? Where is your center of vital interest? What is your habitual abode? And your nationality. So if you can prove that in terms of the tiebreaker clause that you are tax resident in another jurisdiction, it will prove the easiest way to cease your tax residency. SARS will however request that you provide them with a tax residency certificate of the other jurisdiction to prove your residency status there. So how do you actually indicate you have ceased tax residency? It can either be done when filing your income tax return by answering yes to the question, did you cease being a tax resident during the current year of assessment, and populating the date on which you did so. Alternately, you can update your registered particulars, that is known as your RAV01, by e-filing, or should you not have an e-filing profile, this can be done by completing the prescribed declaration form and emailing it to SARS. If you're thinking about moving, or have already moved and you want to ensure that you have informed SARS of your change in tax residency status, please reach out to us as we would be able to assist you with this matter. Thank you.